house caught on fire. I'll never forget the look on my father's face as he gathered me up in his arms and raced through the burning building out onto the pavement. And I stood there, shivering in my pajamas, and watched the whole world go up in flames. And when it was all over, I said to myself, is that all there is to a fire? Is that all there is? Is that all there is?
Hi, so I am from Colombia and I'm here living in St.Kitts like since 3 years ago or something like that. And I love it so much. It's a tropical island, it's a tropical environment. And so today I'm going just to take you around to show you a place that I love. One place in particular that I love to be around. I'm sheltering in Winfield state, which is a place that has a deep history. This was actually the first state in St. Kitts liberating or giving freedom to its enslaved Africans. Here they used to grow tobacco and indigo, cotton, and then they switched to sugar after they realized it was more profitable. Currently it has stopped, the government stopped all of that production. In upper there is Romney Manor, or the Red House, which is where I'm going. In that house, only like less than 5 families owned that house. And currently it is a batik where they sell clothing and they design it with a very artistic style, and it's there since 1970s. I just love it here. It's hot because I walk it all the way up. I just love it here. Bath. So yesterday I came here, but it was raining so much, so I couldn't do much. I did some stuff still that I will show you, but I didn't do much. It was just more like sheltering because the rain was on and off. So I had to run all the time and thing. And today it's still a little bit gray, but it's not rainy. It's just like cast. It's kind of blurry, kind of cloudy. It's kind of cloudy, but it's fresh, and that's nice too. Places in St. Kitts, which is Caribelle Batik, and I came to speak about my experience and the things that I really most love, the things that the most I love from this island. And one of them is the weather, which, by the way, today is not the best day to say I love the weather. I mean, it's still beautiful because it's fresh and calm, and normally it's very hot and blue and sunny, and today is very gray, and she was raining about 2 hours straight, and then right now it's a little bit more calm. But yeah, here we are, as you see. This is a paradise, you know, like my words are nothing next to this. So I got to know about this island around 2015 when a friend of mine from North America told me, hey girl, there is this beautiful place that I know you would love. Come here and give us a hand working with the company. So I did some like 7 portraits for him, for his company, and years later, like I did it like on 2009, and then later he told me, come, join us, bring those portraits and do some work for us. So I came here and I did some murals for the company, like kind of the aesthetic, and I enjoyed it so much. I stayed here like for 6 months and I loved it. Like I left home and stayed there like for the entire 2016, and I stayed thinking on this place so much. I was like, oh my god, I have to come back. I have to go back to that island. Like I loved it. And I came back on my own in 2017 and started working like with art projects, like paintings, doing murals. My first murals in the street were in this island. I did some projects with the government and with the people, everything art. So I came here to do kind of hustling, you know, but everything related to what I like. And so here I am. It's been, yeah, it's about 4 years, 3 years, because anyway I have been going and coming. But here I am, this island is trapping. And so like every time I have tried to leave, I miss. Like when I go back and I'm there, I'm like, no, something is calling me back. And I always feel that there is something left that I haven't finished, something unfinished. So I always feel like coming back and doing better. So yeah. So I needed an excuse to come here again, to come back here, and my excuse was, oops, I didn't do enough footage for the video. Oh. This place is perfect for meditation. And when I say meditation, like at least for me meditation, the way I meditate, it's not necessarily just like and breathing. My way of meditation is more something like having a burst of random emotions, you know, just letting it go, whatever happens, whatever I feel to do. When I came to this island, I never imagined I would fall in love the way I have fallen in love with this place. And it's so beautiful because it opened my mind to understand that your place, like home, is not necessarily where you were born, but home is where all your attempts to escape cease. Not necessarily because, oh, you feel comfortable, but because something calls you there, you feel connected there with something. And it has happened to me since the first time I stand up on this place. And I think it has a lot to do with the environment, like the position on the earth for this place. I think has a lot to do with its enchanting atmosphere, because it's something in the air, like you could feel it in the air, you know? It's so beautiful to be able to choose where do you feel more you know? And like for instance, back in Colombia, I mean Bogota, because Colombia is huge. And we also have paradises like this, we have beautiful places. And in Bogota, I never felt really connected to the city like that much. And I felt here, I felt here many things that I never felt back home. And it probably has to do a lot with the age as well, because I was younger. And here I was more like adulting, like entering into my 20s. So probably it has to do with that too. This place means a lot to me. This place means a lot, and I have lived here and experienced a million of different stuff that I never imagined, like bad stuff and good stuff, but things that I never expected. Like you never really expect nothing what is going to happen in your future. Well, some stuff, but most is like anything just happened and you never expected to be where you are today, many times. I just feel at home here. And sometimes it can be a little bit dangerous because feeling at home is kind of like feeling comfortable, you know? So sometimes you have to shake a little bit the environment to awake again, like in terms of creativity, for instance, or awake the inspiration, or awake that necessity to do something else, to go further, to grow up. Sometimes you need to shake the environment. But for more than I shake it and go somewhere else, I'm sure that here I need to buy a house. Here I need to buy a billions house. Here I need to buy a beautiful house. So that at least I have the excuse always to come back.
Just think about it right now, everything's okay. No matter where you find yourself, no matter what kind of stuff is going on in your life, underneath it all.
The fruits, I love the fruits because there's many here. I mean, it's the Caribbean, so it's like you can literally just be walking normal and then find a tree with sauce, you know, guava, mangoes, and ready. Everything ready, just to eat. Bananas. Where I live, I have a yard where I have at least 5 different types of mango. 5 different types of tree with mango, and right now is the season. So I just go and pick them. Monkeys pick them, but it's so many mangoes that monkeys can't handle it all. So there will still like be left many mangoes for you to just hike the tree and pick them, you know. And so every morning I pick my mango and do salads. There is one that I love, which is shrimp, salad, and avocado. No way, no way, no way, no way. The sauce the other day I was walking up in countryside, like in Kenyon, and there is like a field next to a church, which is full of guava tree and salsa trees. And I checked them, it was many, but all of them green. And so I waited, came back in 5 days, ready salsa. Delicious, like sweet. Oh man, that's heavenly. That's another thing I love here. You can just do that. And the fruits are not very expensive for the same reason, you know. You could go downtown and see people selling fruits, but it's like they still have to sell them cheap because, you know, it doesn't make sense unless it's not the season, you know. They have here, I forgot the name, guinapi, I think it's guinapi, the small one that is green. That's all of my favorites. Like, I can't have one favorite because it's too many delicious stuff that is like, how to have one favorite, you crazy? That one is lovely, and that one is against cancer too, same than the salsa. The two of them are amazing for cancer. I have been planting stuff too, like ginger and garlic and all of that, but I did the mistake of planting many stuff. So it's like in a little spot, I planted potato, garlic, tomato, pepper, ginger, lemon, like I planted all kind of thing. Pumpkin too. And so obviously, because I'm not a farmer, so I don't have the experience, it's actually the first time that I was trying to plant something in my entire life. So I just threw everything in there. I just threw all the seeds in there. And the only one that came was the garlic. And then it died, by the way. And then the only one that is standing up till today is the ginger. The ginger firm there. The pumpkin came, but it grew up, but it died. Like it grew up fast, like and then it died because I didn't water it enough, I guess. Plus it's under a tree that constantly is like falling fruits and falling leaves and stuff. So I guess that's like kind of not helping. And the rest, nothing came. Nothing else came at all. Tomato, nothing. I still waiting for it to come, you know.
Okay, here we go. Ready?
Yeah. Keep trying.
Wrong one.
Okay, ooh. Okay, one.
Oh, but another one came
One good, yeah. 2 good you got. Okay, you got one bite it and one good.
Ooh, the bees are angry. Are you being a stubborn mother?
Which one do you want to get? Oh, this one here, yeah.
Monkey. Monkey eat a perfectly good one.
And they didn't even finish it.
Exactly, so just bite it and then the bees finish with it.
And look at this red one looks nice. That one.
What's the next one?
Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Nice. Oh, these are good. Oh, soft. Next one.
Got it? Wow. You should finally some kitty cheese in this.
So, what is that?
Okay. This is not bad.
Wait, you got one?
Yeah.
But you weren't even trying to get that.
But I don't think this is that bad. Like you could cut it and see if it's fine.
See? Yeah. Right there.
You see?
One. That one, get that.
This one here, right? Which one?
Hey, what's happening to you?
Wait, that was close enough.
Yeah, but close enough is not enough.
But that was closer than all you attempted.
Please, bullshit.
Wait,
I hit it several times. It just wouldn't come down, that's all.
This place right now is so lonely because all the foreigners, because the lockdown. So this place is just so quiet, but normally it would be too busy. So I'm just here like secretly, and I hope nobody will come and run me or charge me for being here. So, one of the things that I most love from this island is that it's very peaceful. It's, oh my god, as you can hear. You know, obviously here we are in an area which is more quiet because it's a bit retired. But normally this island is very quiet, very peaceful. Even though they have their carnival, which is crazy by the way. They go crazy, crazy. But that's like just punctual, like that's on a particular time. But like on a general basis, on a daily basis, during the year, this island is very quiet and it's very safe. So like compared to Bogota, where I come from, this is the heaven, this is the safest place. Because like in Bogota, you can't have your phone in your hand, you can't answer a call in certain places, in the most places. People would do horrible stuff to you just to take your phone. People would kill you just to take your phone. And it's a normal thing. And here is amazing. You can just go with your phone in your hand and nobody's going to run away with it. Probably it has happened a few times, like once in a year or something like that, but it's not something very common. So I love that. I love that sometimes I walk up to my house in the night, you know, lonely street, which is not safe to do, you know, everywhere things can happen. But I would feel less scared and less like nervous to do that here than like in Bogota. I would never dare to do that, you know. But here I feel so cool with that. Plus people has this kind of sense of taking care for each other, because like they have that kind of sense of, if you are okay, I'm okay, you know, which is like very intelligent way to think. It's not like individualist, like just thinking about me and that's it. Because at the end it's true. Like for instance, now we're seeing with the COVID, you know, if someone else is not washing their hands, that's affecting us, to all of us, not only that person. So like if I take care of you, that I'm taking care of me at the same time, and the people that I love around. Everything is so calm and peaceful and everybody is like, no worry. Of course there is worries, because people may think that because you are in an island and in a paradise, you don't suffer, you know. And yes, the stress is less than compared to the city, but there is suffering still, like at least human suffering. People die still, people get sick, people get cancer, you can get broke, you can lose your job, or many stuff can happen still. So by the way, speaking about the COVID, here it's been a very safe place to be, because we only had about 15 people and that was it, and they recovered very fast. So we didn't really have like a huge wave, you know. So I'm glad that I was here for the lockdown, during the lockdown and everything. I actually enjoyed it, to be honest. Like I didn't enjoy it in terms of like worrying about my family and like the world is going to end or whatever. But I enjoyed the peace, you know, and the introspection. So I did some painting, painted some murals. Good day. One of the most like complicated things for me, it has been the cultural shock and like the language. Even though I speak it good, because I speak it good, but still there is, for more that you be in a, for more that you spend years in a place and that you kind of manipulate a language, you will never get to understand many stuff still. Like when I see people speaking between them, among them, I get lost, especially because here they speak a dialect. So it's like a Creole language, English like mixed with native language still, which to me it was kind of made to not be understood. and it was made for the slaves to communicate between them, and like so they talk between them and make their plans and make their stuff just between them. And it's a beautiful language, which by the way I love, but it costs me still to fully understand it. So this place is a bubble, as I was saying. It's a bubble. For me it has been a bubble because there is issues, you know, like kind of proportional to the place, but still they are almost nothing. I mean, to me, as a foreign, I mean, there has been times where they have like war, you know, like gangsters and things, but that's things like related crime, like kind of you do me, I do you, but it's not like they would just get up and like hurt you just because, you know, like they need reasons behind, and sometimes those reasons are very petty, to be honest, you know. They would kill someone just because they're jealous, or because you're dressing better, or because you're flashy, or because, at the end, very petty stuff, to be honest. But it's not something that they would just do it well, like just like getting up and do it just because, you know. And so that make it a bubble, that makes this place like a bubble, a complete bubble. And so like kind of it's isolated already, you know, from the rest. And plus it's more isolated because the problems that we face here are not as major and big as the rest of the world, you know. You may see news and everything and you understand what's going on, but you are not like fully experiencing it in body, you know. And that's something that is kind of beautiful and at the same time scary, because you're kind of, you know, kind of not knowing what's going on with the world. But it's beautiful that you don't have to experience it, you know, and you're there. And it's just perfect. To me, this is the heaven. This is a piece of heaven, to be honest. So one of the things that I most hate in this island, that I deeply hate, is the centipede. The centipede, it's an animal. There is not many animals that would like attack you or have like venomous or thing, but there is one, and it's the centipede. And the centipede is for me like a little monster, and it's a nightmare. It's a real nightmare. It's horrible, as you can see, and it's very quick. Like it would just walk very peaceful, and then as soon as you realize it's there and you kind of try to kill it, it moves like, and like if you look somewhere else to catch a shoot to kill it, when you look back, it's not there. And it bites. It bites terrible. Like its bite is not going to kill you right away. And there is different types of bites. Like if it's very small, it would bite you and it's not going to really like harm you so bad. But if it's a big one, it could like swallow your leg, your eye, your arm, whatever it bites you, it swallow it. And it's really painful, the bite. Really, really one of the most painful bites of animals, of insects. And you have to go to hospital and treat. That's one thing I can't take here. But other than that, there is not like other animals. There is many monkeys around, which is beautiful. Like to me, monkeys are like my little brothers, the brothers that I never had. So the artisan here is not like a big thing. It's very, very small, and that's one of the things that I loved from here, and is that I was able to do something that not many people was doing, so that I could like bring something new and offer something new and like be like useful, you know, like be useful, bringing something and giving something that is not there, that wasn't there. I mean, it's there, but not like that big. It's still like not many people doing it, but at the same time it has been a challenge, because when you are in a place where not many people is doing what you're doing, there is not like a big competition, which could be positive and negative at the same time, because then you feel like you don't need to go any higher, you don't need to grow any higher or to get any better, and people is already so happy with your work and thing. And it's hard to say it because I don't even know how to put it, you know, but let's leave it there. I'm gonna leave it for your imagination. So I'm leaving, I'm going. That was it for the day. It looks like it's going to rain again. Looks like it is going to rain. This is really slippery here. It's really hard to walk it. It's been a challenge to walk this because it's really wet and like it has a lot of green thing. The green thing, the green thing that grows when it's too humidity and rain, you know what I mean. It's raining, I have to run and shelter. Run. I wanted to do more recording around and thing, but the weather is not helping so much. So I guess I will do a next video, you know, wait for the weather to chill down. See you in a next video. Thank you for watching.
I remember when I was a little girl, our house caught on fire. I'll never forget the look on my father's face as he gathered me up in his arms, raced through the burning building out onto the pavement. And I stood there, shivering in my pajamas, and watched the whole world go up in flames. And when it was all over, I said to myself, is that all there is to a fire? Is that all there is? Is that all there is? If that's all there is, my friends, then let's keep dancing. Let's break out the booze and have a ball. If that's all